the xBrat Automated Strategy Builders, ASBs for short, for Ninja Trader. So individual strategies, there's five. The range breakouts designed to capitalize on opening range breakouts and continuation trades during the trading session. The slingshot identifies pullbacks for trending instruments and then trades when the price action returns to the direction of that main trend. It also identifies and trades those trend failures. So the Zone Trader Pro identifies crucial institutional decision points on multiple time frames and produces multiple time frame support and resistance zones, then trades reversals or breakthroughs of these zones. The xBrat Roller Coaster identifies range-bound trading conditions and trades up and down within any given range. Advanced algorithm using traditional stochastic MACD cross theory. So the VWAP Predator is a momentum trading strategy and the only ASB that can scale more contracts into a move that gains momentum. So these are all fully optimizable with extensive risk and trade management options. I am going to go on to just explain briefly the core features for all of these ASBs, but first I just want to show you that we have a really strong community of users for the ASBs on our Discord community. A lot of the time they're sharing ideas, they're sharing the results. In this situation, this particular user was in on the same trade as me, and if it hits the Guardian zones, finally qualify for 100 trader account. By the way, he did. Okay, and all of those was on the ASB. Another user just here using the Slingshot ASB, and then it's there to help each other as well, because I'm not there 24 hours a day. I do have to sleep, so these guys were helping each other out with those optimizations on this particular ASB. Plus, the community share templates as well. So we've got Captain Mal, Richard, Izzy, Rob, Andre. Those are names, so they share those templates that they optimize with other users to help out. Where you see these are the ones, these are mine. I give you starter templates as well, where you can load up into your ASB. So it's not new when you get it, and you've got a good community helping you out all the way through. So let's go back to those core features for all. So we have live intuitive support and resistance zones. So signals can only be acted upon if there's enough fresh air to trade into. We have live intuitive confirmation. Using our heat map technology, signals require confirmation from higher time frames before being acted upon by the system. So we have sophisticated P&L protection. Fully adaptable options include max drawdown on account, daily or weekly, strategy or indeed instrument account percentage. Adaptive scheduling. So this system understands upcoming news and data events live. Functions include ability to automatically flatten trades before those data events so you don't get wiped out any trades that you're in. It's even programmable not to take trades at certain times before and after news and data events, and even more. So alerts straight to your phone. Using new push notification technology, you can select to be alerted on new orders, trade updates, loss of broker connection, and a lot more. So let's have a look at these intuitive parts of the automated strategy builder. So this particular strategy is the range breakout. It's on copper and it's trained in what we call a continuation trade. It breaks out of the range and takes the profit up here. But let's go through those sort of initial settings, if you like. So first of all, we can see the 60-minute time frame is the only time frame selected with the optimization. So we're on a 10-minute time frame, so this purple zone up here is the 60-minute time frame. We also have the heat map parameters. This heat map down here, there's 6 different time frames. That's set on the day trading setting. So furthermore, this continuation trade module that is optimized, there's 4 different modules within the range breakout. We can see here on the required heat map, it needs to be 5 out of 6. And you can see on the heat map here where the order candle is, the vertical green line here, we can see we're 5 out of 6 on the heat map. Lots of fresh air to that next support and resistance zone, so lots of room to trade into. So it takes the trade, it follows all the other criteria for the optimization. You can see down here though, exit on Guardian Zone touch is checked, so when it does, it automatically takes the profit, because we can understand when it hits one of these big 60-minute zones, it doesn't really want to push through. This is a different example. This is on the VWAP Predator this time. We can see here we have lots of fresh air to this next zone. This is a confluence of 15 and 30-minute zone down here, 2 different times. But we're only 4 out of 6 on in red on the bias depth heat map, so it doesn't take the trade. See how it goes sideways afterwards. We get another signal here, lots of fresh air to trade into, lots of room to that next support zone. We're only 5 out of 6. This particular strategy is optimized. It's got to have all 6 out of 6. So there's no trade on that previous one. Now we go to this next trading opportunity. Still lots of fresh air to next support and resistance zone. All 6 time frames are green. In this situation, that momentum strategy has us going into multiple contracts onto this move. Oh, by the way, this is the trailing stop that's adjusted automatically now to make this trade risk-free. So the P&L protection, there's a lot in there, so I'm just going to briefly go through a few things. We can add more than one max profit or max loss rule. We've got the trailing max drawdown there, and then with lots of different things, strategy profit amount, daily strategy profit amount, and then to help us, especially with those funded traders, those daily instrument account profit percentage, or even weekly, lots of options in there. Maximum number of wins, and we can also look at that as net per strategy enable or net per day. And this is just an example of P&L protection setup. Our max profit rule 1 is weekly instrument account profit percentage of 10%. Then we go down, another profit one is daily profit amount of $300, stop trading. Okay, and then obviously there's max loss rules in there, weekly realized account loss percentage 5% there, and then daily, and then number of maximum wins and maximum losses per day, 2 consecutive. So adaptive scheduling, so this involves blocking trading sessions, so we're not taking those trades. In reality, we can have date blocking as well, so we can put a little text file together and say, for the rest of the year, FOMC dates, these are the dates, these are the half-day trading for futures, because these are public holidays and there's low volume, so you put all of those in, just doesn't trade those days. And then we have those time windows, those scheduling windows with maximum of 15 windows where we can trade at certain times of the day or days of the week. So this is a little bit more, so we're using what we call our Trading Buddy technology for this news and scheduling. So in this situation, we've selected only high impact. Pre-news buffer is 5 minutes, so stop trading before then. And then post-news buffer is 15 minutes. You can see checked up here is flatten before news as well. So if we're in a trade, flatten. This one is a medium on the right hand side here, and this is what shows up on the chart if you want it to say blocking and display. So it will block and display what's coming up here as well. Medium was in amber, red is in high. We have a we can count down with currency as well. So this is T-minus 2 hours and 2 minutes for this next session, and it affects more of the euro, or this down here is the US dollar. So this is actually a trade that I was in using that scheduling technology. So you can see at this point here, this yellow horizontal bar at the bottom, that's when it stops those trades from going in, and eventually just before the news came out, it flattened these. You can see news event here. It took out those 2 contracts for profit at that point before the news event came out. Look at the news event reaction down here, all the way down at this point here. So it's there as a protection for our traders as well. And in this situation, just shows you what the chart is like here. We've got a news event in progress, okay, that affects the euro. This is towards the London Open, and we can see this horizontal line down at the bottom. this is the push notification that you'll get as well. We can see new strategy status, news event in progress. So again, you'll get that push notification to your phone. So this is a quick video. It's actually in real time for the roller coaster strategy, and it shows you the orders that go on, the stop orders, and those moving in there. So that's a trade just going in there right now. We can see the stop is automatically put above this previous pivot. So this is one of the simplest strategies. This is really fast time frame right now. You see we're already risk free, and that trailing stop is moving down with that. So again, this is all adjustable. When we're optimizing this, we'll look at times of the day. In this situation, the bias depth heat map was 5 out of 6 because we understand from that back testing that 5 out of 6 is the optimal, and you know, it's a little bit more aggressive, not waiting for that 6 out of 6. And this strategy now is about 20 ticks in profit at this moment in time. And those that with the roller coaster, this trailing stop line will be followed automatically with that trailing stop. I think at this point I had to readjust the chart because it had gone down too far. And we can see now it just keeps following that particular trailing stop until it gets taken out. So with these automated strategy builders, we have 4 training boot camps included, but don't forget, you will become part of that community where everybody helps each other out. You know, you may only have one of those, you may have the range breakout. We have a lot of users with all of them, and we have other users that just use VWAP Predator, for example, but they're all helping, they're all sharing, and also I will be on there as well. So hopefully that explains a little bit more about the xBrat automated strategy builders, ASBs, for the NinjaTrader platform.